Now,
all right. Back in the 1970s, there were endless predictions about the world becoming a paperless society. But 40 years on, Australians still use around 1.5 million tonnes of printing and writing paper each year.
Now, with smartphones, tablets and online storage now at our disposal, should 2013 be the year that we push to become paper-free? Joining us, prominent environmentalist and the founder of DoSomething, John D, and editor of CNET Australia, Seamus Byrne. Good morning to you both. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
John, you know, we use a hell of a lot of paper. I think it works out to the equivalent of about 35 million trees we cut down to service our paper addiction in Australia every year. Are we heading in the right direction?
We are. The latest figures show that in 1 year alone we've reduced our usage of printing and writing paper by 200,000 tonnes, a really big shift. And I think it's because if you look at e-books, Amazon announced in the UK that they're now selling more e-books than printed books. In the home, instead of writing letters, we email and text each other. And in businesses, that's where the really big shift has taken place, you know, because people are now in businesses are using iPads to replace paper because it makes them more efficient and they save money too.
I mean, there are still plenty of businesses where people insist upon having things on paper. For example, the legal business. You know, for everything that comes through, you'll have to print one copy for the partner, one for the solicitor, one for the junior solicitor, and one for the barrister.
But it's changing. Actually, the legal profession is realising they can save a lot of money by putting things on iPads and other electronic equipment.
Yeah, right.
But say in situations like we are here, we have a, you know, it feels silly to have this conversation when we have paper in front of us. And the reason that we have the paper in front of us is in case all the computers go down. I don't suppose that anything has been come up this. We're still going to need paper, aren't we?
Yeah, the big analogy really is like when, you know, TV didn't replace radio. Radio found what it was good at, you know, and we still all listen to radio, but, you know, it serves a different purpose. So I think in that sense, paper's always going to be around, but we're going to find what it's best at, that it actually, you know, fulfills a role in a way that computers can't. So there's certain kinds of things, I know, like certain people find that, you know, you can kind of be a lot more free form on a piece of paper sometimes when you're working on ideas, or as you say, it's a good sort of backup solution in certain circumstances. But overall, I think since tablets have arrived, it's definitely had a big shift where I think computers first, you know, said, well, let's go paperless, and we printed out more than ever because of computers. But finally, tablets mean you can take it with you still in a digital format, because that was the computer problem. It was ultimately stuck on a desk. Now you can take it with you in a digital format. Suddenly people realize you can be a lot more organised when you keep it digital.
Yeah, right. I mean, as opposed to a notepad, you can update your notes, change your notes, make notes on your notes, etc.
Exactly.
I mean, show us what it is that a tablet can do that the paper will never be able to do, for example.
Yeah, so I put up, like, Evernote is a great example at the moment of, you know, a great app that actually, you know, lets you be very organised within the tablet environment. It's not just for writing either, you know, so you can use Evernote to actually you know, you can take photos, you can put images in it. It will even do character recognition. So if you do some handwriting, I'm not sure if it will actually instantly, no, it won't sort of instantly do the handwriting thing. But, I've got a stylus here as well, of course, so, you know, so I can actually, but, you know, you can tap away, do all your typing, but it will pick up on location information and things like that. So it's kind of really quite clever with the way it will let me do things. I think the other one is a Sign Easy application, and this actually lets you import a PDF. The classic thing where someone says you have to sign this and send it back to me.
Yes.
Now you can actually, you know, you can sign something just by hitting a button and basically saying, all right, I just want to put my signature in, and now I've actually got a digital version of my signature.
But then someone can't rip that signature from that.
No, because then it will export it again as another PDF. So then you can send it back on email, and it's a closed document again.
John, the environmental impacts of our paper usage are enormous, and it's not just the trees themselves, there are all sorts of other impacts, right?
There is. I mean, we use a huge amount of water and energy to create that paper, and if you think of things like junk mail, we distribute nearly about 7 to 8 billion pieces of junk mail every single year in Australia. So DoSomething, we've come up with savepaper.com.au to show you that if you put up a no junk mail sign and you don't want to receive it but you keep getting it, we'll show you how you can complain about that and actually stop it.
Interesting. Yeah, terrific. So I mean, can we really become a paperless society anytime soon, do you think, John?
I really think we can. I think the iPad was the breakthrough, and now you've got really good tablets from Google and with the Android tablets. Now you're in a position where you can turn these tablets on immediately, you can send emails like this, and it allows you to organise your information electronically and get access to it very quickly, and that's where businesses are saving a lot of money. And I think that at the end of the day, it's not just the environment that's driving this. Businesses are finding that they can save a lot of money by using email instead of posting stuff, and you can access information a lot quicker. And so at the end of the day, it's about saving money.
And
too.
at the end of the day, that's what brings about change, more than people just having a social conscience most of the time, unfortunately.
Yeah, the commercial
right.
imperative.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks Seamus, thanks John, great to have you here. Fingers crossed.